Hello everyone, welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. I've got a lot going on the table. We're going to get to that in a minute, but I got some more happy mail. This came from Elisa. She sent me new switching sponges. So a lot of you new people have been asking what I use. I don't even have my other ones out, so maybe that's why she sent them, because I've been using a paper towel switching sponge. I will link them in the description. It's basically a sponge and a can. They probably don't have a sponge in here. This is for your oh yeah, there is one. So it has extra sponges. These are for your brushes when you're painting on mica powders onto your mold and you want to switch colors. You just take your color off of your brush with the sponge, and then every once in a while you just clean out the bottom of it and put your sponge back in. So this is like a lifetime supply for me. Thank you, Elisa. I appreciate that. And as I'm getting unpacked in the new place, I'm so excited. I should be in the new studio very soon, in the next, I don't know, week or less is what I'm guessing. So that's exciting. I also got these, and these are from Sherry Lorang. It says, I thought these would be nice for you and Dawn for you to mold pieces. Enjoy and God bless you, from Sherry Lorang. And I had to look at what it was because I wasn't sure. It's 100 pieces of corrugated cardboard sheets. It's flat cardboard, and it's probably for building like mold housings. So I'm not going to open it because I want to put it where we do that. So that is pretty cool. It would probably be for custom, because I don't think you can use these over and over again, because we use our mold housing. We 3D print our mold housings. We have somebody do that for us. But this is a good idea for all of you at home. You can tape them together in whatever shape you would want to pour your silicone in. Make sure you hot glue around it. I've got tons of videos on how to make molds. So thank you, Sherry. I appreciate that. We will definitely have to try that in the near future. So let me move a few things out of the way. So as you can see, I got this out. I found it. We found it unmolding or unpacking my molds. I thought this was the giveaway. I think the actual one that I chose for the giveaway that I've sent them the link to is smaller than this, though. I think it's like this size and not the big one. But it's basically the same mold on a smaller scale. So yesterday's video was the giveaway video. You have 7 days to enter the video, or enter the giveaway. I will link the giveaway link in this description box as well for you, since we're doing the mold today. So we're going to do this. I wanted to do it a softer color palette, but I don't have these colors in soft. I wanted alcohol ink, but I wanted a softer color palette. I wanted pink, purple, and yellow. So I pulled out the octopus inks, and we're going to do these. So we're just going to kind of ombre it. That's my plan. I think I'm going to put it in the pressure pot so we can get a really, really good casting. But before that, let me put this aside 1 second. We are going to finish up what we started on the last live. So as most of you know, I'm about 3 weeks ahead of you. The live was not last night for me, but the night before. Yesterday, I was unpacking everything. I wasn't able to do a video. So 2 days ago, these have been sitting on the counter for 2 days. I have not heat matted them or anything. We're just going to unmold them. We're going to highlight them. We also have these left to do. These were the UV projects. These are half of the pearlescent colors that I showed. So Let's Resin has a brand new line of pearlescent UV resin. Let me grab it in case you missed the live. It is sitting right here. It's 16 colors. 16 30-gram bottles. So these are pretty big bottles. So we have all new colors. These are the other half. If you want to see the ones that we poured on the live, you can go back and watch that. I will link that video in the description box as well. Or you can just go under my live section videos, and it'll be the last one that was posted, and that will be there forever. You could watch it whenever you want. We did the other colors in the UV resin, but I had put dried flowers in. This time I use charms I recently got in Happy Mail. I just put them all in these little containers so I can keep everything organized. That's what I'm working on in there. And I went through and I've already picked out which one I'm going to put in what. It's pretty simple. It's basically the same thing. I'm just not putting the dried flower in wet resin. We're going to just resin these in really easy. So all I did was clip off the little loop. So there's a loop on all of them. They don't come without the loop. I just used my little clippers, clipped off the loop on top of each one of the charms. That way it's not there. But before that, let's unmold these. Let's get the marker pen in, show you how I did it. These are hilarious bag ties. If you didn't see the live, this is their new bag tie mold. So this is where you put your bag, when you, like your bread bag, or I used an apple bag, a potato bag, whatever bag you have that you need to keep closed. This is where you're going to put it. So let me grab a paper towel so you can see this was the alcohol ink drops, the pinks and the reds. And then we'll go through and we'll fill in all the areas so we can highlight the faces and all the wrinkles of the animals. And I'm just going to be giving these away in some eBay orders. Here is, I think it's a corgi. I don't know. Could be a cat, but I think it's a corgi. I think it's adorable. So that was the yellows and oranges, maybe red as well. I can't remember. It's been a couple days. Sorry, my dogs are barking. Here is the blue and the green. That came out nice. So I'll probably, I don't know, I'll choose some colors. And then this one was all the different colors of the rainbow in this big old cat. So that came out pretty decent. Now what I did in this set of molds was the cloud effect. So like I said, if you missed the live, go back and watch it. You'll see exactly how I got this effect. And these are, I think, the brown lines of the Let's Resin alcohol inks, along with the Sinker whites. That came out so cute. I love that one. We'll fill him in. That came out good. This one I used calico colors for the cat. Oranges and browns. Yellows, we lose a lot of yellow. I know I put a lot of yellow in there, and we lose a lot of yellow. So this one has a funny looking face on it, so we'll fill that one in. Here's the dog. I did in darker browns. Isn't that cute? That came out really good. So it looks like puffy clouds in there, the way you pour them. I forgot to put crushed crystal in these ones. The first set I did on the pre-recorded video where I was prepping for the live. So that's the difference between those and these. And here is the rooster with red, yellow, browns, and oranges, I think. But again, the yellow didn't come through very much. But that's okay. Still cool as it is. Let me get my markers out and we will go ahead and I'll do one or two with you, and then I will get the rest done so you don't have to watch me do all that. So let's just get a silver pen out. Let me find my pens. All I did was basically take these are acrylic paint pens, and you can see the line, and I just kind of painted in the line. And I took a cotton swab and alcohol. Oops, that was too wet. So let it dry, I guess. Let it dry first. A little bit stayed in there. And then take it off with the alcohol. Let me just get all these in there. I'm going to let them dry. Otherwise, it's just pulling it right out of that hole. And this is just all the little areas that they indented on the mold for their faces and their little curves and all that stuff. So we'll let that one dry. I think that's all on that one. We'll do silver on this one too because it's blue. And then I'll just pull it off and it'll leave behind it inside those lines. You could use acrylic paint if you don't have markers. Do the same thing, put it in with a little squeegee and then pull it out with alcohol. Let's get like a gold for these. A gold marker. What do we got here? These are dual tip. These are the metallic ones. Let me try to get, oh, is that, let me see something here. Oh, the whole inside gets painted, and I'll just take out the outside. Like that. Might need 2 coats with those big areas. Paint the eyes. This one's winking. It's pretty simple. It's not too difficult to get it in there and get it off of there. So we'll go back and take the other one off here in a second because it's got to be dry by now. We'll do these 2 and then I'll do the others off camera and show you what it looks like. I don't want to keep you, I got a lot going on this video, so I don't want to keep you too long doing some basic stuff here. But I want to get these ones drying. I really should have cleaned them with alcohol first, but I was too excited, so I didn't. So might have to do a couple coats. All right, so just take your Q-tip the same way I was doing and just pull that off, and this inside will stay. And then you'll have like the highlights of their little wrinkles in their body. Just like that. Or you could take this, because it's indented, so unless you like force it in there, I'm just going to like keep it flat, you know what I mean? Don't like, and there you go. That's how you do it. Pretty cute. These are adorable. I think they're hilarious. When Let's Resin asked me if I knew what these molds were, I was like, I have no clue what that is. And they told me, I was like, oh, for sure, I got to do that on a live. Yes, yes, sign me up. So we did, and it was funny. The jokes going through the comments, yeah, a lot of them had to be muted because they were, I guess, not too good for YouTube. So it was pretty funny. I'm just going to go through and see that. It comes right off. But like this large section with the nose, you don't want to get the Q-tip inside of that. Otherwise, it'll take it right off. Try to keep it flat. And there's that one. So adorbs. There we go. All right, I'm going to go ahead and finish these up. I'll be right back. All right, they're all done. I just used black for these guys. This one didn't have a lot of creases. These ones had some pretty good ones. So that one came out nice. You could definitely tell all the creases they went in. This is the one with the funny face I was saying, the typical cat look, right? And then this is a cute little dog. So that was pretty easy. Just put it in, let it dry, take it right off. So let's just move those aside. Let's get to these. I'm not going to do all of these on camera because I want to get to the other project. So basically what I do is take a little UV resin. You can use the clear hard type is what I have out. You could use the high viscosity, whatever you feel more comfortable with. To keep these little charms in place because they do move and float on you. One thing you can do, take a little pen lighter and put a little dot just to hold it in place if you want to do this step. Otherwise, you could just fill it up right now. I need to find me a scribe. Is this one clean? No, of course it's not. I need to get all the resin off the edge. Let's use a knife and scrape it off so I can have my pointy tip back. There we go. It's better. So just get it in place since I put it in the center of that cross. And then I'm going to just UV light it right now. Does that look straight? Make sure it looks straight. Because if you put, what I found is if you put a whole bunch, if you fill it now, it can float, it can move. So you have a better chance of just securing it in place and then filling it up. If you want crushed crystal in it, you can mix it into your resin into a little cup, add your glitter or whatever, and then pour it into here before you cure it. Today, just for time's sake, I'm going to just go ahead and use my clear. So that should be non-movable. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that to all of them. Just a little corner, somewhere it's going to hold. Maybe 2 corners. And then when we fill it up, It'll be perfectly fine. It shouldn't move. So we'll just cure that. And then I will fill it up and put it in the big light. Get them all cured. We'll put some pinch bales on them and use them for some more extras. There we go. That one's good. And then we got this butterfly. I'm just gonna top and bottom just to hold it in. Move it around if you need to, but I don't think I need to. Let's just do both of them at the same time. I'll just put it in and then move it with my scribe. This one's got like holes in it, so I'm just gonna let it go down naturally and then cure it in place. And we won't have any mishaps because it has happened in the past, which is why I do this now. I'm going to do that to these 4 and then we'll fill them. Now that they're all set in place, all we're going to do is fill them up and put them under the light. Hopefully this cat stays under, otherwise he might be sticking out a little bit. I forgot to check that part of it. I'll get them nice and domed and then I might have to drill out the hole. So yeah, be prepared to drill out your holes and make sure your charms fit underneath your mold sides. I'll check them all before I check them from like eye level, see what they look like before they go under the light. These little cat ones were cute, but I forgot to check to see how high they sat. So a couple of them, that one sits a little too high. This one should be okay. Take a lighter and pop your bubbles before you cure it. Double check everything before you cure it. See, I have a little piece of fuzz in that one. I'm just gonna look for my level one more time. I'll stick them in the light and get them cured. Be right back. I got them all done. I had to top coat 2 of them again. So if you need to put a 3rd coat on, you can do that too. Here they are with the pinch bales, and you could take a file, nail file, and go along the edge if you need to get any like burrs off or anything. I had to re-top coat this one. So this one has 3 coats and it's still not perfect, but it's pretty good. Here's the little kitty cat and the butterfly. And again, if you want to see the other colors, the purples, the pinks, the blues, the greens, all that, that is on the live episode. So these pearlescent UVs are always my favorite ones. I use them on basically every UV, almost every UV project that I have. I just have the one last one that's still curing under here because I needed to give it a nice finishing coat. And here is the green one. Let me see if it's done. Yep, it's pretty good. Just going to put the pinch bale on. These are your standard pinch bales, but you could get fancy ones if you want. All right, so I'm going to clean this up, grab some resin, and we're going to start the epoxy project.
Glitz and glitter, lighting up the night. Pen and dreams with a shimmer so.
I mixed up 18 ounces. I did measure it with alcohol. I might have a little left, but most of the time I don't. So we'll see. Like I said, I just want to reiterate, I don't think the giveaway one is this large, but if it is, great. If it's not, then don't be mad. I think it's this big, but the pictures could be wrong. I'm not quite sure if they have 2 sizes or if they changed it, since this one is several years old. So it could be changed by now. So just keep that in mind. It is basically the exact same paw print. I just am not 100% on the size of it. So let's split this into 3, get it colored, and we don't need to vacuum chamber if you're using a pressure pot. And if you are using a pressure pot and your mold has a hole in it, like mine, like on the bottom, then you'll need a grate or something like that so the pressure is evenly dispersed. See this hole on the bottom? So that's why I have this. This was a cookie cooler that Dawn cut. So that's how we did ours. I guess I can use the big cup so I don't have to waste 3 cups. So I'm going to do, I really wanted muted colors, and I was contemplating adding a drop of white, but I think that's going to take my transparency away, and I don't really want to do that. So I don't know. I don't know if this color scheme is going to be okay or not, because it's not exactly the colors I wanted in alcohol ink. Pinks and purples are hard. I was talking about Let's Resin Purple being one of the only ones that I know stays purple. I think this one does too. Let's hope so. This is Plum by Octopus Inks. So I'm pretty sure it stays purple. But sometimes, and a lot of the times, that alcohol inks in purple will turn pink upon curing. So that is very disappointing when that happens, I know. So try to know your purples especially. Let's do a little bit more. Get some color in here. I don't know. I don't know if I should. If I try 1 drop of white in this, then I got to do it to all of them. And I really wanted this box to be transparent. So I can't make up my mind what I want to do. I'm hoping. I'm not like heating these up. I guess I could if I wanted to. These always get like inky around the tips. I don't know why. The lids don't fit tight enough to not happen. So don't be surprised if that happens to you. What was I saying? I don't know what I was saying. So let's go on. All right. Well, we'll see what we got. We'll see what we got. Oh, I was saying I could heat them up, sit on the table, and let these start getting really warm so they don't blend, because the yellows are very hard as well. Yellows like to blend with everything. They like to make their own colors. Now that I keep talking about that out loud, I really honestly think I need to heat these up so they don't blend. I want them to blend a little bit like an ombre, but I don't want, which means if I heat them up, they need to be equally in a cup. So let's go ahead and put this in here. Yeah, I think it's the best option to heat them up. Get them nice and sticky. That way they'll just blend at the line like an ombre would. Well, that's my plan. Resin does what resin wants. I cannot guarantee anything, but at least you know what I'm going for. And then you'll see what I got, and you'll see if it worked or not. Like, we learn together. I am no pro. I'm learning all the time, changing, adjusting, and trying things again. All right, so we need them all about the same height. That one's got a lot more. How'd that happen? That's got, well, 6.5. What does this one have? 5. This one must have 6.5. Oh, that one's got 6 too. Oh, well, you know what? Each cup is different. Each cup, each brand that makes these cups is different, so I can't say. The other one said 18. I measured the alcohol in the big one, and it came to the 18 mark, so whatever these cups say may not be equal to 18 because it's a completely different brand cup. You don't know even how accurate these lines are. So we just got to go by one of them, so that's what I did. All right, I'm going to get my temperature gun out. It's going to take about 15 minutes to get to about 105, which is generally, look at that, I had a purple lid on my pink one, but that's okay. About 15 minutes. Get your heat gun out. I'm going to clean up my stuff while that's happening. And when your temperature reaches about 105-ish, oh, I'm in Celsius. I'm only at 85. We got 20 degrees to go. So I will be back in about, I don't know, 15 minutes maybe. It's been 15 minutes. They've reached 106, and which is 41 degrees Celsius. So I think I'm going to just pour. I kind of want them next to each other. This one's a little hard to transport. I got to come up with another plan because carrying it is a little difficult. But I wanted to kind of pour them together, but I don't know. Let's see. let's do it this way. I'm going to go yellow, pink, purple. And you want to kind of go a little bit on the bottom. Now this one is more difficult because it's a lid, and lids are more difficult because it's kind of like just filling a cavity and it's not going around anything. So I'm going to just kind of blend them like that. See, the yellow and the pink are making an orange. So I knew that was going to happen. Even with the heat, even how hot it is, it's still blending. Let me get some in here because I don't want to see how much less pink I have. Let's do this one. So I'm just going to pour the yellow. Please tell me I have enough. I get nervous every time I start pouring the pink and the purple before it blends. I don't want to lose my pink here. And then some purple. We're going to end up with other colors, but you know what? That's okay. It'll be what it'll be. I got a lot of yellow here, so let me use more yellow in this one. And more purple. Get some pink in there, and let's finish this pink one off. I do want to scrape and get some purple in there. Maybe I'll scrape my pink last that way. Is this one full? I don't know. I don't think so. Some purple in there. We'll do some yellow in here. I wish I had more pink, but I don't. Purple. We could very well lose the pink. I mean, you could drip it onto the back, I guess, if you wanted to. Okay, that one's domed. Let's do some yellow. Let me get scraping now. Let me get scraping. Get this pink in the center. I don't think I'm going to fill it up anymore. I'm going to carry it over because this one is not full, and this one is very hard for me to carry again until I could figure out how to get handles on there. So it's high enough, and a little higher than I wanted actually, but it'll be okay. I'm going to use my bubble wand here and go up underneath, hoping there are no bubbles. There's one, just popped out. These kind of bubbles you do really need to get out even in the pressure pot. Sometimes it leaves them right where they're at. There's another one right there, I think. Yep. So do go around your ledges if you're using a pressure pot. The rest of the bubbles it can handle. And as it was sitting there degassing, a lot of the bubbles came out. I didn't put it through the vacuum chamber or anything, just sitting there for 15 minutes. Really degassed it pretty good. So if you don't have a vacuum chamber or a bubble remover or anything of that sort, then let your resin sit on your table and let the bubbles come up naturally. I'm going to spritz this one. I wish I wouldn't have filled this one that high, but I did, so it's done. All right, I'm going to move these over. I'm going to keep them in the pressure pot for about 5 hours. I'll take them out, finish them on the heat mat for about an hour, probably on medium, and then I will demold. So check out the comment of the day. See you in a sec. Okay, it's time to unmold. For some strange reason, there's bubbles on the back, but only on the back. So I don't know what happened, and I kind of spilled it going out, so it's not completely level on the bottom. It should be okay. I had to pull some out because I put too much in. It was kind of a disaster going into the pressure pot today. So I pulled out this little panda head mold, and I put a little bit of white pigment paste because it was yellow that I had to pull out. So that's what I did with that one. And there he is. Super cute. No unmixed pigment paste. So let's get this one out. And I see that the pink turned orange and the purple, I don't know if it's the same purple that it looked like. I'd have to rewind. But it's kind of purple. Let's get this behind it. So there it is. Oh, you know what I forgot to do, you guys? I didn't even pay attention to the way I poured it, because I wanted the yellow on top of the yellow and the pink and the purple. So I don't know if this is going to be accurate. So this is going to be very similar to the giveaway mold, if not the giveaway mold. So make sure you go into the description box, click on that link and enter. There are ways to get bonus entries if you do certain things. Please tell, oh good, it's on the right side. Oh my goodness. Not too bad. So you can see kind of pink, you can see some purple. But again, I don't know if that is the same color purple that we mixed in the resin. So back it up, check the purples and see if it turned color during curing. So we got yellow, orange, a little pink, and a little purple. So the only one I didn't want was the orange. And here is the outside. I don't generally do anything to these. Sometimes I'll paint or pour black in the pads, but I didn't want to do that today because I've never poured one just with color without the black, and I wanted the color on the top. So as soon as this cools down a little bit, I'm going to trim the bottom. Like I said, you'll never even be able to tell that it was a little off. Let me get a little face painted on this guy, and I will be right back. Well, I didn't do anything to this. I'm just leaving it as is. I tried to trim it, but it's going to rip it, so I'm going to wait till tomorrow. So that's going to go just like that. I just took gold gilding paint, went on his fur, and put black on his paws, pink here, put his eyes in. I wanted to put bows on his ears. Can't find them anywhere. I know they're around here somewhere. So that'll be it. He's going to be a boy and not a girl. All right, guys, stick around for those pictures. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a blessed day. Bye.
Glitz and glitter paint her way. She lights up hearts come what may. With a brush of faith she starts. Jesus whispers through her art. Patience blooms in every hue. Her love for viewers shines so true. Shimmer sparkles in her eyes. A radiant soul under bright skies. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story. Her colors tell faith and love in every part. Jesus guides her shining heart. Canvas dreams and sparkly streams. Her laughter flows like sunlit